These next 10 problems are going to focus on multiplication and division. They are very tricky if you do not know your math facts, so you might have to take longer to solve these. So the first thing I'm going to look at and see is if there's any problems with one variable. And I see that right here I have a cookie times 2 equals 8 times 8. So a cookie, I am going to just say cookie times 2 equals 8 times 8. Well, I know that 8 times 8 is 64. So what times 2 equals 64? Well, I know 32 times 2 equals 64. So my cookies are all going to be 32. So I'm changing all of them to 32. Now, this next step of the problem can be difficult because I have to look at all three of these to figure out what my remaining variables are. So just to make it easier on me, I'm going to change all of the symbols to letters, letter variables. So I'm going to say that this is going to be A, this is going to be C for cake, and then this would be A because I labeled this one A, and I'm going to say that this one is B, and this one I put up there is C. So I'm going to rewrite all of them so that it's a little bit easier. So I have A times C equals 32 divided by A. I also have A equals A divided by B. And if you don't need to rewrite these with letters, you don't have to. I just do it for me personally because it's easier for me to work with letters than it is for pictures. So then I have C times B equals 2. So first thing I'm going to look at is right here. And I know that in order to get 2, I have to have two numbers. I either have 1 times 2 or I'm having 2 times 1. So I can use both of these to plug in to the rest of these. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with 2 times 1. So C's, I'm going to say are 2, and we'll try that. B's are 1. So I've plugged them in tentatively because I may be wrong and have to go back and use 1 times 2. So A equals A divided by B. So A equals A divided by B. Well, anything divided by 1 is going to be that number. So this one doesn't help us a whole lot, so I'm going to go up here and see. A times 2 equals 32 divided by A. So I'm going to just list the facts first. 32 divided by 1 equals 32. 32 divided by 2 equals 16. 32 divided by 4 equals 8. And so I'm going to start plugging these in. So if I plugged in 1 for A, would they be equal? 1 times 2 is 2. 32 divided by 1 is 32. So that is not correct. So I'm going to plug in the next one. 32 divided by 2. 2 times 2 is 4. 32 divided by 2 is 16. So that is not correct. So let's try divided by 4. 4 times 2 is 8. 32 divided by 4 is 8. So all of my A's equal 4. So I'm going to put this, plug in for my A variable, which was this one. So 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. We also found out that C equals 2. So my C variable is 2. 2, 2. And my b, that one we said was 1. Alright, so now I can go down here. 32 divided by 4 is 8. 8 times 2 equals 16.